Homies and homettes, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. Listen, I wanted to talk about the women's empowerment movement, and I want to specifically talk about Black women. Now, I'm not here to bash Black women. That's not what I'm going to do. There's enough people who are doing that, and I have my problems with Black women, but I got my problems with white women too. Uh, I don't date white women, but I don't date anybody right now, but I've had some problems outside of dating with Black women that are just unreal and uncalled for. But I don't know, our race seems to really hate each other, especially if you're dark skinned. They really hate you. The darker you are, the more they hate you. But the women's empowerment movement, I'm curious too. Are you Black women feeling empowered? Do you feel like the Me Too movement, the hashtag whatever movement, you know, has made you feel like you're in a more powerful, a more respected position? Does it make you feel like the glass ceiling has broken? Do you feel like you can go and get a job and get paid the same as a white man? Not a black man, white man. Because white men are at the top of the pay scale. So it goes white man, white woman. Um, I think it's black woman, then maybe black man is under that. I don't know. But it all depends on the job too. So when it comes to nurses, males get paid more because they lift, they have to do more arduous work. So you don't expect a woman to, be lifting all these patients and whatnot. They usually call men in to do that. So they give men a couple dollars more for that. It's all fine and well. Um, you have a lot of positions that are female dominated, customer service positions, female dominated, human resource, female dominated, you know what I'm saying? So just by the fact that it's a female dominated position, you have females who are making more money just on an overall scale. If you took 1,000 people and you took 1,000 positions and you did the whole analytics or analysis to it, and you would find out very quickly that women are making more money because more women are working than men are working. But is this a result of the Me Too movement? Is there less crimes happening to women because of the Me Too movement? Are women's um, are women's bodies being valued just as much as a white woman's body is being valued? You know, are women able to take black women able to take down these moguls, Russell Simmons, and all these high powered people? Are black women able to make this claim and then boom, there goes the dynamite? I mean, black women have been a tool used against black men. There's been a lot of organizations that have been broken up because of a black woman was infiltrated into that system. But you got to understand, some of those systems, there were only black people there. So it wasn't like a white woman was going to come in there and, everything, was going to be a powder keg because some organizations a white woman just wasn't going to walk into and be a part of that organization, like the Black Panther Party or something like that. So, but you have men who get jealous because one person is dating a particular woman, even if they have women. Like, I've had this happen to me. I've had people I know hit on my woman, and I know you. Like, you have a woman. You have some of these guys have wives, but they were upset at me because I was walking around with a chocolate natural hair. Big booty. Oh my god, that girl. Oof. Boy, I shed a tear every now and then just thinking about how gorgeous that girl was. So in one light, I couldn't blame them because she was the deal. But that was my girl, so she would come back and tell me what they were doing, and she'd be like, "So and so hit on me," and I'd be like, "Wait, what?" And then she'd be like, "Yo, so and so." So I would have to go and confront these idiots, in one way or another. And one time it got kind of extreme, because I was like, "It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad." And but it didn't go down bad because God literally stepped in and helped out. He was like, "No, because I know what you're about to do." So that didn't happen. But another person I had to actually track down in front of his girl and was like, do it again, I'm gonna hurt you. So what I'm saying is, do you women feel like your position in America is stronger? Your position in the world is stronger, but let's just take your position on your block is stronger. Do men look at you and think you are a powerful queen? They think more of you as a powerful queen because of the Me Too movement. Do you feel empowered? Do you feel like you can get a loan now at a reasonable rate because of the Me Too movement? Do you feel the white man respects you? The Asian man respects you. Do you feel that way? You can go buy a car now, because your credit is better because you're a woman. I mean, how does it make you feel empowered? You putting on the same shoes every day. Has your situation changed? You live in the same spot you've been living in before the Me Too movement. Got the same job. You ain't got not raised the first. Your man, you still got issues with your dude, whatever they are. Has your situation changed because of the Me Too movement? Because to say that some women's position did not change is not exactly true. Even though I don't believe the Me Too movement, in its listen, I believe it was necessary, but in its entirety, it was in its entirety, it became flawed. It became diluted. It was actually started by Corey Feldman. He was in there. Corey Feldman's a guy, and he was forgotten about. It was him and another guy who actually was at the head of that. Then it became all about women. Women's empowerment. Let's run around with our protrusions out because now we're empowered, and no men can look at us and ogle our protrusions. And I've actually had some people in my city do this before. You know, go downtown and all these men are around and these two women standing out, with no shirt on. And that was before the Me Too movement. But for some reason, women think that's empowering because you can run around, naked. That's empowering. I don't. I'm trying to figure out how. Now you feel more powerful because you can be naked. You couldn't be naked before, or you feel like you can be naked and nobody can touch you, because that's a lie. That's a dang on lie. As a matter of fact, the knee jerk reaction to what you're doing is making men angry because all of these claims that men did these things last decade ago and now you're taking all their money and stuff like that. Now the knee jerk reaction to that is you have a lot of men who are afraid because they know they're not going to get a fair share in court. And then you have a lot of violence towards women that spur from it because uh, the courtroom completely demolishes a man. Completely. They take away everything but his doggone sperm cells. He pretty much has nothing. And they completely dilute his manhood. They dissolve his accounts. Everything that he went to college for and worked for and built is gone. And all because somebody felt like blaming something on him that he did not do. You know, these lawyers cost crazy dollars, and they're in on it too. They're like, "Hey, go blame something on that guy he didn't do," and you know, the girl, the woman walks away, like, it didn't work this time. Yeah, he still went to jail for a while. Yeah, but found out it wasn't true. Go see if we can get it somebody else. Who's next? They got a whole list of people they go after. And if you're looking somewhat successful, they just come after you. Yeah, this guy got me pregnant. He's like, I don't even know you. Yeah, but it was you. So I'm going to go ahead and put your name on the birth certificate. Ooh, yeah. And next thing you know, the state. Now, some states have stopped this. Some states have, said if the guy isn't there and he can't sign a birth certificate, and we're not doing that because of the backlash of what happened. But you had some women who are able to just find out what your name is and put your name on a birth certificate and forge your name even though you're not even there. This actually happened to a relative of mine, and he had to pay child support. And he saw the child once. Once. And he has to pay till that child's 18. You know how wrong that is? See, these stories get around to other men. And when they do, you have men who are afraid to engage with a woman past, uh, you know, casual sex. They're like, I don't want you dipping into my bank account. Or I don't even want you coming to my house. Or I don't even want to sleep with you. Like, I don't want to come around you. I don't know you. Like, I just want to go to work, put my head down, time to go home. No, I'm not coming over. No, I'm not going out with you guys. I don't want to be in the car with you guys because the one lady tried to frame the guy in the car. Did you see that? Begged the guy for some leg, and he was just like, "No, I'm good." He was recording, and she didn't even know. She was all over him. She had a man. He had a woman. He's like, "I have a girlfriend." She's like, "Come on, come on." Was on him. He denied her every step of the way. She turned around and said, "Hey, this guy raped me." He was like, "I got video of that." But she didn't know he was taking a video. See, women, you're not the women's movement, the women's empowerment movement is not helping your cause because there's more of you than there are men. And a lot of you are going to be spinsters. You're going to desire to be married, and it's not going to happen. And it's not because there's not a guy out there for you. It's because the guy out there for you saw what happened to the last guy. And you had nothing to do with it. But you are a woman, therefore the courts are always on your side. You know, for 90% of the time, the court is on your side. You know what I'm saying? Especially if this guy is somewhat successful. So you're like, spend time with me. He's like, absolutely not. What's going to happen is if you want to have sex, there's going to be somebody else in the room, or it's going to be recorded. You're going to sign this waiver right here. Said that you wanted to have sex with me. The whole thing is going to be recorded. And if you don't agree to it, then you just don't have sex with me. You go have sex with somebody else on their yacht. Anyways, it's your boy Tone 202, man. The women's empowerment movement is a farce. It is a bunch of hooey for the most part. It hurts you. Uh, for those men who are out there doing bad, yeah, they should have been caught. I don't have a problem with that. But there's other women who came along and they just damaged it. And now they're hurting you. I'm out.